Stay tuned because Good Sports is coming up next. Kansas City Sports and Fitness is the magazine for sports fans in KC. Inside, we cover local sports and local teams, from pro to peewee and everything in between. And this month's free copy of Kansas City Sports and Fitness includes the Surplus Exchange College Sports Report. You'll find Kansas City Sports and Fitness all over KC at places like the Kansas City Ice Center. And it's free, so pick one up today. This show was recorded live on Saturday, March 23rd.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show. Now, this segment is presented by Kansas City Chiropractic. Kansas City Chiropractic understands the high-pressure demands placed upon individuals in the workplace and the athletic demands people place on their bodies, and they offer the care that can relieve pain and stress and improve overall health. You can call them at 816-753-4600 or visit kansascitychiropractic.com. Hello, everyone. I am Steve Fish. I'm the publisher of Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine, and you're watching or listening to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show. Now, today we're taping our show at Mafia Pizzeria Southside, which is located on the east side of Metcalf at 127th, where you can get 2 large one-topping pizzas for just $14.99 with your coupon from KC Sports and Fitness. Now, this offer is also good at Mafia Mike's Pizza, which is located at 87th and Lackman. Now, today we're taping our radio show, which is on ESPN 1510 Saturdays at 8 a.m. and Sunday evenings at 9 p.m. on 102.9 FM and 1040 a.m. and our TV show, which can be seen on Sure West Cable on Channel 7 at 9 a.m., at 5 p.m., and at 9 p.m. every single day. And now you can also view our show and some of our past shows on YouTube. All you have to do is search for the Good Sports KC channel. Now, before we get started with the show, I want to tell everyone that our current issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness is available free at over 700 locations in KC. And this month, with our current issue, KC Sports celebrates our 16th year as the magazine for sports fans in KC. Now, in our current issue of KC Sports, we feature our KC Baseball Report presented by Budweiser. This month, our writers talk with pitchers Luke Hochaver, who has just been assigned to the bullpen, and number 1 ace James Shields. And in our hockey report presented by the Kansas City Ice Center, we write about the Outside Ice Pavilion, which is being converted from ice hockey to roller hockey beginning in March. And for a complete list of locations where you can find KC Sports Magazine, visit our website, kcsportspaper.com. You'll find a link to a list of locations right on the front page of the website, and you can actually check out a PDF of the entire issue on our website as well. And I mentioned we're here at Mafia Pizzeria Southside, and we're here to promote a very special charity computer sale that's going on April 6th from 11 to 5 at the Pavilion at Arrowhead. And the charities that it benefits 4 different Chiefs charities. And we're going to talk with one of those chiefs here in just a second. You can go online to syneticsales.com or call 816-287-0683 for more details. But with your computer purchase, you have a chance to meet these players and get an autograph as well. And again, that's April 6th from 11 to 5. So much of the show today is going to be talking to the people that are involved in putting that together. And the first one that's joining us today, he joined us actually 5 years ago on our radio version of our show. And the Chiefs fans, we all know him as number 68. He was recently inducted into the Chiefs Hall of Fame, and he's a future NFL Hall of Famer. He started 223 consecutive games as an offensive guard. Since his retirement, he really hasn't slowed down at all, and he's involved in the community like you wouldn't believe. Through his foundation and through 68's Inside Sports, which is a premier sports and fitness facility that's out in Lenexa. He's one of the greatest Chiefs of all time. He is Will Shields. Welcome to the show, Will.
Thanks a lot for
having me. You got to live up to all that
it.
Stuff now that I just said about you.
It's a short list, you know. There's another half that I got to add to it.
I did cut it short, you know. So I had to cut it short. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to talk to you.
Oh, no, I'm just saying that list is long enough for me to try to at least hold up half of it.
There we go. Now, we're going to talk to Will about a lot of different things, including the Chiefs and his business. But we want to start with this special event because when you go out and buy one of those computers, it benefits his charity, the Will to Succeed charity, and we'll talk about some of the other charities that it benefits as well. We want to start with that and talk about the Will to Succeed Foundation. Let's talk about your foundation. Can you fill us in, give us the brief overview of the foundation?
Well, we work with battered and abused women and children throughout the Kansas City area. Basically, we work with 40 or 50 different groups and organizations. Not only battered and abused women and children, we also support the Reach Out and Read program, as well as other things throughout. For us, it's sort of like our umbrella. We get a chance to start with battered and abused women and children, and then we get to do a lot of other things on top of it. We really enjoy it. We've been doing it. It's going to be actually 20 years this year that we've been in the the foundation business, because what we do is we try to build it up to a point that where we can bridge one group with another group, whether it's using your name and likeliness to help do fundraising and different pieces. It's a lot of fun to be able to use your name and likeliness to help others throughout the community. And it started back when, I had Coach Osborne as being, one of my coaches and mentors. And he had us go out and do these speaking engagements of, hey, you should go give a speech to these kids and tell them where you're from and everything else. I'm going, Coach, I'm an offensive lineman. What do they want to know from me? But the difference is, being a Husker at that point, everybody loved the point that you were actually a kid from somewhere else that was playing college ball and got an opportunity to tell these kids, hey, this is what I went through to get there. And that sort of built up that thought in my mind of, hey, I do make a difference in one or two kids. This one or two just change their mind about something that they're thinking about doing or something that they want to do in the future.
And so is that why you selected that area to focus in? In particular, it's, it starts with the women,
Well, the battered, abused, and women, children thing was sort of it's when I came here in 93, we had 17 to 20 different guys doing different foundations.
Right.
So, you look at all the different issues and everything else that was being covered at that time. Battered and abused women and children was one of the areas that wasn't being really focused on.
Gotcha.
It was one area that wasn't being highlighted and put to the forefront of being an issue, in our community. So it sort of helped us be able to pick out what would be something that was, not just necessarily saying, hey, I had these issues at home or anything like that, but it is a great issue for something to build something greater upon.
Right. So, and I read on your website, which the website is willtosucceed.org.
Yes,
is that right?
willtosucceed.org.
Right. 100,000 people have been helped in 20 years.
Yeah, well, over 100,000, which is pretty cool.
That's amazing.
But even more so for me is that we have, basically spent millions and millions of dollars have been raised by our family and friends to basically help throughout the community, not only here, but we also have started programs in Lincoln, Nebraska. We have camps and clinics that we put together in my hometown of Lawton, Oklahoma.
Wow.
So just being able to be a part of that and to help other people, that's what's really special. But what's really cool is when you can actually rope other people in and have them start getting that bug of, hey, I want to do this, I want to do that. I mean, I have people that were part of my board now that has their own foundations and things like that. So it's pretty cool, because then they can go back and look at it was easy when I was on the board, but now that I'm doing my own, I got to go out and find the funding for it and find the people to support it and everything else. But it works out really well, and I enjoy watching now others build off of what we started.
And there's a wonderful quote that's on the website where you say, I'll try and paraphrase here, I want to engage and challenge the creative side of children, and when an individual develops their creative side, their self-esteem grows, and when that grows, there's an increased desire to achieve higher goals. And I thought that in itself is a terrific thing, to be able to give those people that self-esteem.
Yeah, and I think most people don't realize what the creative part of it is. I call myself, I can be an artist in a sense. I don't draw well, I don't do anything else, but just being part of the arts, I think, changed my life in a sense, to say that, I do vocal music, I sing, those kind of things. I can dance. Those are the things that, for me, sort of make yourself more of a rounded person, to be able to get outside of your box of where your stereotype is supposed to be, and to be able to express yourself in different ways helps your esteem, helps you build some inside to be able to, sit in front of a crowd and actually tell them, hey, this is what I think.
Right.
And understand that this is where you're coming from. And, not everybody's going to believe or understand it or what have you. But it's the simple fact of, if you engage one or two people to sort of think back of, oh man, I forgot about this, or this makes a difference, and those are the things that's really important.
Well, we're talking with Will Shields about the Will to Succeed Foundation. It is part of 4 different organizations that are going to benefit from a charity computer sale on April 6th from 11 to 5 at the Pavilion at Arrowhead. You can pre-order at syneticsales.com or call 816-287-0683. And when you come on out and you buy a computer there, you get a chance to meet Will and some of the other former chiefs and Dustin Colquitt, who's a current chief, and get an autograph as well. And they've got some great deals on the computers. We're going to talk about that a little bit later on in the show. So the Will to Succeed Foundation benefits from this, and some of the areas you'd mentioned that you have many, many charities that you work with, but some of the charities you work with are First Down for Down syndrome, the Sheffield Place, Safe Home for abused women, KU Med, Burn Unit, Children's Place, a whole lot more. I couldn't believe the list. You can go online to his website, willtosucceed.org, and the list is just incredible.
Well, I guess if you're around long enough, there's enough groups and organizations that
are going to come to you and say,
"Well, hey, can you help me just a little bit?"
Yeah, but that's terrific. Now, and, you get others involved, as you had said, but your family is also very, very involved in this. Your wife is heavily involved in it. You've had your kids involved in it as well.
Well, I just feel it's a family affair. I mean, the thing of it is, the best way for your family to understand where you've come from and where you are is to understand that others are still needing help.
Right.
There's others that, I had a friend of ours the other day that just said their son came back from college and now they do some work down at Operation Breakthrough. And he was going, it's unbelievable. I came home, I went down there, I was there for 6 hours, and it didn't feel like I was there for 3 or 4.
Right.
Because the kids just was a part of you. They just wanted to be around you. It's not like that one place you show up and everybody goes, oh man, it's him again. It's a place where they want to see you. They want to, have that person, and they have 1,000 questions, hey, does your mom do this? And your mom works here, and do you have a brother? And do you have a sister?
Right.
And it's the one thing that most people don't realize, that in certain parts of our community that there's 200 to 300 words missing a day in some of our youth as far as the communication goes.
Really?
That they're missing, the conversation piece between one another, which the gap is going to get even bigger because of the simple facts that we live in a text world.
Yeah,
everybody's texting and this kind of stuff, or you're tweeting and those kind of things, where communication at one point might become a lost art, which is a scary thing.
Yeah, for sure.
And that is something that we have to go back and teach our young kids of, well, you got to sit down and have a conversation with me, and that's something that we try to build within some of our programming.
I see. And
trying to get those words, those 200 words, reintroduced to them so that they're not, so their communication skills are still focused.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, with your family involved in it, I'm going to give you a second to brag and boast here, and because my kids went to Olathe Northwest. Scott, my producer, goes to Olathe Northwest. Your kids went to Olathe Northwest. Your son's a pretty good basketball player, huh?
They're pretty good. They play pretty well. Of course, I had to split household for a while. My daughter went to Olathe East. My son,
okay. We did
my
that
son
too
went
for
to
a little
Olathe
while.
Northwest, and I've got my second generation going to Olathe Northwest now. But the thing about it is that it was it's a very cool experience. The simple fact of being able to say we went to 2 different school districts, and got an opportunity to help both of our kids further where they wanted to go, and they're all they're playing college basketball, and
nice.
And that's something that they had aspired to do, and both found pathways to get there. So that was the most unique part of it.
Proud Papa.
Yes.
Way to go.
Yes,
way to go,
proud.
Dad. Isn't that
they're
the coolest
in school,
thing?
They're doing well, and they're excited about it. They're happy. Those are the things that make life worth living.
Yep.
The simple fact of watching your kids grow up, and sooner or later they'll be moving out, doing their own thing, and that's when you really get scared as a parent.
Yeah, welcome to my world. Okay, let's talk about the Chiefs. Lots of changes, lots of signings, lots of fans are excited. Have you met any of the new front office staff? Have you met any of those people?
I have not met any other front office staff since they've changed over twice now. That's the thing. They had a staff there was for a while. They had a new coach, and then he changed over staff after Herm, and then there was a whole new change, in this staff. So I think it's going to be different. I think the simple fact of hopefully that they'll get to a point to where they'll become more in contact with the community.
Right.
It'll make a big difference. I think the last regime we sort of lost that that luster feel of like, is it still our team?
Mm-hmm.
We sort of go, oh, it's not our team anymore. We don't know who's out there, who's playing, and why. I think that's why we're trying to get back to that point of, we did make good moves. There's a lot of moves being made. I think it's what had to happen. The simple fact to get the buzz and the excitement started back of what the team can do in the future, you had to make major changes.
Sure. So I have to ask you, is the offensive line strong enough to protect new quarterback Alex Smith so he can hit Dwayne Bowe?
Well,
your job, I look at it.
They made some guys,
Yeah.
they brought some guys in, got rid of some other guys. That's sort of the proof is to the pudding. How long can they stay together? How long can they stay healthy? That is what makes a line good. The simple fact that they all buy into the same philosophy and doing the same things. When you have a line that's sort of a mixed bag, you bring them in here and there. There's always that little guy that goes, oh, well, we used to do it this way and not that way.
Right.
So hopefully this year you've got the pieces put together and saying, look, this is how we're going to move forward. And we're going to do it with these guys, and we're going to try to keep them healthy all year long so they can play together cohesively. I mean, they always had a good running game.
Right.
But, going to play action, going to other pieces, that's where we struggle.
Right. So how long does it take, for the fans that are out there that, are really excited about the changes and the things that have happened, but how long does it take for the team, the line, to gel? You hear these stories, well, they've only played together for 3 weeks or 4 weeks or 6 weeks or 8 weeks. They're still learning each other's things. From you being there, how long does it usually take?
It comes back from the leader to the followers. If you have too many leaders in the group, that's what breaks you down, just like in anything else. If you have, a center that understands the protections, what he's going to do, what the team wants, what the coaches want, what the quarterback needs, and everybody else follows, you'll be a good team.
Sure.
But if you go to a point where the center's saying this and the tackle's saying, no, I'm doing that, that's when you get that problem. And that's why sometimes you got to have, maybe the leader of your team be the guy that makes all the calls.
Right.
Not necessarily, the guy's playing right or left tackle or the guy playing guard or what have you, because that's where you end up having those breakdown issues of technique and things like that, because we're all taught the same thing during the year.
Right.
But you have to follow it to make yourself feel good, look good, be good.
Right. And it's putting the team first.
Exactly.
And all that stuff. That's super important in any sport, really, in any sport. Now, they've got number 1 pick in the draft.
Yes.
Obviously, we don't need a quarterback anymore because that was what all the hoopla was about as well. Do we pick one or things like that? Some of the philosophy is just pick the best player out there. Is that a good I kind of look at it and say, well, pick a good player that serves your need. But, your thoughts on that?
For me, I look at it as the best player that's out there that's for your team. Not necessarily, if I go for, let's say, I need a running back, and I trade down to get a running back.
Right.
Is it really beneficial for me to trade down for a running back even though I have one that's solid?
Yeah.
Or if I get the best athlete that's going to be the most impact on my team, period.
Right.
Why not get that player?
Right.
Why not get that guy and just go, look, the guy that was here last year, you're good, but I found the guy that's going to actually make us explosive, that's going to make us dynamic. Why not take the best athlete that's on the board and bring them in and do what you have to do with them?
Right.
Instead, we'll pass on, if we pass on a couple and then go, oh, we can get 4 more picks. But those 4 more picks might not be as dynamic as the one that came in that made a big difference or impact for that year.
And it's a big gamble anyway. It's just a huge gamble anyway.
It is.
And we will see, and it's going to be scrutinized like you wouldn't believe out there in the community, which, I feel sorry for those guys there, but that's their job, and they get paid. They get paid
to analyze and figure out who that diamond in the rough is to make them as good as they're going to be.
Exactly. So we hope for the best for them. Again, we're talking with Will Shields from 68's Inside Sports, and he's obviously a Chiefs great, about the charity computer sale that's coming up on April 6th from 11 to 5 at the Pavilion at Arrowhead. They've got some great computers that are available there. You can check them out on syneticsales.com. There's going to be a player meet and greet and autographs for people that purchase computers, and the benefits of those sales of the computers will go to Will's Foundation, Will to Succeed, as well as 3 other Chiefs foundations, and we'll talk about that in just a little bit. Now let's talk about 68's Inside Sports. Again, when we had you on 5 years ago, you guys had just started that, and so we're about 5 years down the road. Does it feel like 5 years, or does it feel like 50?
It feels like 50. Anytime you start in a new business, it feels like 50 years because you're thinking, oh, I know it all. I know what I'm doing. I know where we're going. It's a little different. We cover 15 to 20 different sports.
Wow.
We train from basically 6 months old all the way to 90 years old. So we cover a big gamut of people. So we'll start off in the swimming pool and go all the way back to where when you're 80 or 90, you're back in the swimming
That's
pool.
right.
So that's what's really cool about it, though, is that it's always changing. It's an opportunity for us to help people with health and fitness. And we even have from a point to where we start you off with nutrition programs. We do have an on-site chiropractic as well as a performance rehab group. Mm-hmm. So we work with a lot of different things. So we call it the one-stop shop. There's not too many things that we don't do there. I can't say the one thing we don't do is gymnastics, which is a good thing. But pretty much all the other sports we cover.
Well, let's talk about membership. What do people need to do to find out more about membership availability and that kind of stuff?
What we do is you go to 68insidesports.com. If you want the best rate that you can get for our club, you can actually sign up online.
Okay.
And you get a corporate rate with no initiation fee or anything
Nice.
like that. And that is our best deal that we actually give out, and it's really cool because you can actually get a one-person membership for $29.95.
Nice.
And
nice.
you get 50 classes with that, so that's your yoga, Pilates, whatever. There's no upsell on it, that kind of thing. So if you want your 50 basic classes a week and good utilization of a gym that has a swimming pool and racquetball courts, it's the perfect
Should
place
have
to
somebody
go.
take all 50 of those classes in 1 week.
Hey, try it.
we need to have them on the show.
Well, we used to call it six days in 8 ways. So you go
you go.
6 days, you go 8 different things, try it all out, because then you get acclimated to all the different pieces from spin
Right.
classes to that kind of thing. And we also inside of our place have a golf hitting range
Right.
where you can actually get 2D, 3D analyzation, as well as an MMA studio, boxing.
Nice.
So we do a little bit of everything in there.
And the location for you've got 2 facilities, actually. The location for the main facility is on 88th Street. It's just south of 87th Street.
Yeah,
how do you describe where it is?
We sit right off of basically 87th Street, right behind the UMB Bank.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the other facility, which is called the indoor training facility.
Yeah, indoor training facility, if I can get that out, a.k.a. the warehouse. Is
Yeah,
what we
that's
call
right.
it.
That's right.
It's at 9111 Flint. And so that's where we actually have our batting cages and our indoor football field, as well as our hitting tunnels.
And, yeah, that's a very cool place, especially the field that you have out there. I mean, you can put on complete games, and don't you have leagues and things like that out there, like flag football?
We do flag football,
Yeah.
4v4 on there, late night evening. We're also looking at putting into a couple of other leagues as we go through. And I think it's really cool how we're going to go and try to expand these different pieces. So we have the courts as well as the fields to be able to work and do different things.
And if you want to train with Will on football, you guys have football camps, too.
We have football
I mean, you can learn
camps,
from the best.
And I'm actually doing what I call my O-line, D-line academy.
Really?
It's called the Trenches. And basically I'm going to train little offense and defensive linemen every day. We got classes 4 days a week, or you can take 2 days if you want to.
Sure.
But I'm actually training the classes, and it's strength, conditioning, as well as offense and defensive lineman play.
You love kids, huh?
I love
working with the
I love
kids.
to train. I love to train. That's really a lot of fun.
But you also help the big boys, the
Oh,
pros.
yeah.
The pros
Yeah, we have
too.
some pro guys that come in and train. I train them in the morning, as well as college-bound students or kids that are coming home for college. So we actually offer that whole gamut, so they get to feel just like when they're at college,
Right.
at home. So they actually get the programming, the understanding, the on-field stuff, as well as the strength and conditioning.
Awesome. Give us your website again so people
It
can
is
sign up for membership.
68insidesports.com.
That's terrific. Well, Will, thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
I
I
appreciate you
appreciate
joining
it.
us. Good luck with the charity computer sale. We're going to talk a little bit more about that as well. But we're going to take a break right now. You are watching or listening to Good Sports, KC Sports and Fitness Magazine show. We are coming to you from Mafia Pizzeria Southside, located at 127th and Metcalf in Overland Park. I'm Steve Fish. We'll be right back. Go online and watch Good Sports, the KC Sports Magazine television show. It's available on the Good Sports KC YouTube channel and features local interviews with local athletes and experts covering sports, health, and exercise topics of importance to KC fans. And be sure to pick up your copy of the new KC Sports and Fitness Magazine, featuring the Surplus Exchange College Sports Report, the Budweiser Royals Report, the KCI Center Hockey Report, and the Siege Sports High School Report. KC Sports Magazine is always free, so pick one up today. These days, we're all so busy, and many of us ignore our health and let stress turn into chronic pain. Dr. Lynn McIntosh of Kansas City Chiropractic can provide you with the proper care to relieve pain and stress and improve your health and get more out of life. To make an appointment with Dr. McIntosh, call 816-753-4600. Most insurance plans are welcome. And this month, save $25 on Class 4 laser treatment when you mention KC Sports and Fitness. For more information on Dr. McIntosh and Kansas City Chiropractic, go online at kansascitychiropractic.com.
With the current trend to live a greener lifestyle, many people and businesses now recycle their electronics. At the Surplus Exchange, your e-waste will never go to a landfill or incinerator, nor will we allow e-waste to be shipped overseas. Some companies employ this tactic and end up polluting other countries with our waste. All materials are safely tracked, destroyed, or reclaimed right here in the U.S. The Surplus Exchange is Kansas City's link between industry, charity, and the environment. To find out more, visit surplusexchange.org.
Whether you are playing a sport, running a business, or learning how to use an iPad, your ability to make split-second decisions is essential for your success. Hey sports fans, this is Greg Pryor. I was an infielder in Major League Baseball for over 9 seasons and was a member of the '85 World Champion Royals. My decisions in the field and at the plate could have been the difference between winning and losing. Since 1994, I have owned a local health supplement company called Life Priority. Life Priority offers many nutritional formulas that give your body the nutrients that can help your brain keep pace in today's fast lifestyle. To see all 17 Life Priority products, please visit my website at lifepriority.com or call me at 913-438-5433. Use Life Priority products and improve your chances of winning. For free shipping, use promo code LIFEP at lifepriority.com or call me today at 913-438-5433.
Save $8 on your purchase of $25 or more at Mafia Mike's Pizza, 15205 87th in Lenexa, or Mafia Pizzeria Southside at 12627 Metcalf in Overland Park with your coupon from KC Sports. Great pizza and a great offer you can't refuse from Mafia Mike's and Mafia Pizzeria. Call Mafia Mike's at 913-660-1441 and Mafia Pizzeria at 913-322-6666.
Football and tailgating are back at Kemper Arena. The high-scoring and high-impact Kansas City Renegades will bring indoor football back to KC. Tickets to see the Renegades are affordable without a bad seat in the house. Bring your grill and favorite beverage to tailgate before and after the game. The Renegades are primed to make a run for the championship, so secure your season tickets now, starting at $72. Visit kcrenegades.com or call 816-287-0523 to secure your seat in the highest impact sport in Kansas City.
Welcome back to Good Sports, Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show, the show that complements Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. I am Steve Fish. Now, this show is being taped at Mafia Pizzeria Southside, located on the east side of Metcalf at 127th, where you can get 2 large one-topping pizzas for just $14.99 with your coupon from KC Sports and Fitness. Now, this offer is also good at Mafia Mike's Pizza, located at 87th and Lackman. Now, this segment of Good Sports is brought to you by First Student Charter Bus Rental. Rent a yellow school bus for your next group activity and receive 10% off your trip if taken before March 31st, 2013. So hurry up and contact them. Just mention mention KC Sports when you call 866-514-8747. Let First Student Charter Bus Rental get your group to the next special event. Choose yellow and choose First. It's also brought to you by the charity computer sale we've been talking about today that is on April 6th from 11 to 5 at the Pavilion at Arrowhead. Will Shields, Dustin Colquitt, Kimble, Anders, and Priest Holmes are all scheduled to be out at this event, which benefits each of their charity organizations. For more information on this event, visit syneticsales.com or call 816-287-0683, or just hang on because we're going to talk more about that in this segment. Now, in our current issue of KC Sports and Fitness, check out our March Hoops Madness section presented by the Surplus Exchange. This month we interviewed Jayhawk Travis Relaford, Wildcat Angel Rodriguez, and Tiger Lawrence Bowers, both of whom are on the bench right now, not doing anything since they're kind of done. Now we also have a story on our indoor football team, the KC Renegades, and what you can expect when you come out to one of their upcoming games at Kemper Arena. You can get your tickets to upcoming games on March 30th, April 6th, and April 27th by calling 816-287-0523 or visiting kcrenegades.com. You can pick up your copy of Kansas City Sports and Fitness at over 700 locations, including right here at Mafia Pizzeria Southside, Old Shawnee Pizza, Golf MD, Eagles Landing Golf Course, Minsky's Pizza on Berry Road, Volleyball Beach, and, of course, at the Kansas City Ice Center as well. Now, if you'd like to follow us on Facebook or Twitter, and we hope you do, you can go to our website and follow the links to our pages, and our website is kcsportspaper.com. And now you can view our show, this show, and some of our past shows on YouTube. All you have to do is search for the Good Sports KC channel. And now, as I mentioned, we're going to talk a little bit more about what you can buy at this computer sale. And we're joined by Gary Agness. He's the Vice President of Synetic Technologies, which is one of the sponsors of the charity computer sale on April 6th at the Pavilion at Arrowhead from 11 to 5 p.m. Welcome to the show, Gary. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us about how this whole thing came together. You guys obviously have the computers together, but you've connected up with these organizations to make these computers available to the community and make the funds available to these 4 organizations.
Yeah, we've been blessed over the years to work with just some incredible people in our metro area, and we have had the ability to put on just very successful foundation sales for school districts, for non-for-profits. And just through the success of all those different events throughout the last few years, just the relationships that were built through that led us to these great gentlemen that are with the Chiefs and through their foundations and through their organizers as well. And we are just fortunate and excited about this event that we're going to put on at Arrowhead.
And I'm going to mention the organizations that this benefits. Priest Holmes Foundation, and they are committed to encouraging education and enhancing the lives of children in our community. Team Smile, which we'll talk about here in just a couple of minutes, that has enlisted the help of Dustin Colquitt, and they help raise the awareness to the importance of good dental health and hygiene for kids. Kimble Anders Running Back Giving Back Foundation, and they're an organization that is committed to encouraging physical fitness and healthy nutrition as a lifestyle for kids. And, of course, Will Shields, who we just talked to in our earlier segment, his Will to Succeed Foundation, they provide financial, educational, and other everyday resources to those that are less fortunate. These are all great organizations that you're helping, and they all help people right here in our community.
That's right. That's right. That's what it's all about. We're really trying to pour back into our community as much as possible, and I'm thankful we got community leaders like these 4 gentlemen that are really taking the lead and trying to set the bar pretty high for all of us.
So let's get techie here. Let's get techie. This is kind of the fun part. You have mainly 2 computers that you're selling. One is a laptop. The other one is a desktop. Can you fill us in on what these have? How many of them do you have?
Well, we got over 800 laptops available for sale.
Wow.
And what we're trying to do is, once again, the reason that we only have one, people may say, Gary, don't you have others available? But just for these foundations, because our primary heart behind this is to raise funds for these organizations.
Sure.
And so we try to just kind of keep these choices pretty simple, but yet also blessing those people who can buy them, because we're trying to keep our price points low. And so we're offering an all-in-one desktop for like $99. It's really going to, I think, really help a lot of people just understand how to get on the internet, how to do some basic functionality. And obviously you mentioned we have a laptop, an HP. It's loaded with Windows 7. It's got all the great essentials that you need for business, school, whatever it may be.
And Wi-Fi and the laptop's selling for $259.99.
Yeah.
And I've seen it as high as $340 on the internet. The desktop is just $99, which is truly amazing. I can't imagine you can get the parts for that, and it includes a monitor.
That's correct.
As well. It's really this cool-looking desktop thing that includes a monitor, and I've seen it for $130 or so. Plus, of course, with both of those, if you bought them on the internet, you'd have to pay shipping too.
Yeah, we do that, and the thing too, we're offering some warranty behind that. So, we want to make sure that people are exceptionally satisfied with what they're doing. And two, with the price points are good for people, but we're also driving that back so that we can give a lion's share back to the community and to these great foundations.
Yeah, it's terrific, and get computers into households that might not have computers.
That's
or
correct.
If you've got plenty of computers, there's just another one to put in another place, and that's
right.
terrific. We're talking with Gary Agness about the computer sale on April 6th at the Pavilion at Arrowhead from 11 to 5. You can meet some Chiefs greats. You can get a computer for next to nothing. You can call SyneticSales.com, 816-287-0683 for more details. Go to the website, and you can see pictures of the computers as well. Fill us in on Synetic Sales. What is it that you guys, or Synetic Technologies, what is it that you guys do here in the community?
Well, we've been blessed, like I said, over the years, and I use that word because we really feel that way. We have worked hard to get some of the highest standards you can achieve, both just protecting companies from any data exposure, protecting companies and organizations, not only just in Kansas City, but around the entire nation, and sometimes even internationally, bringing things in. And we're working with Fortune 500 companies and non-for-profits and collecting computers and information technology assets that just companies are saying, you know what, we can't use these anymore. And so Synetic comes behind as just a great liability protection to make sure that your organization has no exposure on recycling and on data. And if these are good assets like we are, then what we're trying to do is pouring these back into our community.
Right. Yeah, and being able to safely wipe the disks clean of any personal information is
That's
really
correct.
important, because even if you've erased it and you think you've erased it,
Yes.
we regular people that don't know that much about the insides of the computers, it's really not erased. It's there. And
Yes.
so your checking information or something like that might be available on that computer.
That's right. Well, and that's why, financial companies and hospitals, the most extreme people with data, they're trusting Synetic Technologies
There you go.
with their assets. And if they can trust us, I think general public can do that as well. So
if people are interested in finding out more of the details of what Synetic Technologies has to offer, of course they can show up to the computer sale, and you'll have information there.
That's right.
As well as you'll be able to put them in a computer. But how can they reach you guys for more information if you're a business person and you're pushing out the old technology and you're bringing in new technology?
Well, we appreciate that, and I'll just the website's probably the best way, and I'll just give it to you. It's STI3.com.
Okay.
Just kind of keeps it short and simple for everybody. So STI3.com, or you can give us a call, and I think you've mentioned those numbers overall.
Sure.
So we're in good shape. And
if you type in Synetic Technologies into Google or something like that, you'll find you guys
Absolutely.
as well. Gary, thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. Thank you for putting this event together.
Wow.
It is terrific. We appreciate you coming out here today. I know you live pretty far north, and you made the trek here to Mafia Pizzeria. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for having us, and we're just blessed to have you be with us and supporting us in these endeavors. Thank you.
And now joining us is Dr. Bill Busch from Team Smile, which is one of the charities that will benefit from the charity computer sale that's going on April 6th from 11 to 5 at the Pavilion at Arrowhead. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to the show, Dr. Busch.
Thank you.
What is Team Smile? Explain the concept behind this organization.
Sure. Team Smile is a dental outreach program that serves children that are uninsured, and dentistry being something that is necessary for everyone. People find it sometimes hard to try to make it every 6 months to the office, so we're going to try to make it easy for them to do that. And with the help of professional athletes to entice the kids to want to come, we bring all our equipment out to the stadium and kind of get them excited, and the athletes come out and get them motivated to brush, floss, learn how to take care of their teeth, and that's what we do.
I watched a video that was on the Team Smile website, and it featured Dustin Colquitt, who's one of your spokespeople. But it was very interesting to see that you bring all your equipment. I mean, that equipment is expensive and specialized and things like that. And you bring all that equipment out there, and the kids are there, and the athletes are signing autographs, but they're also helping calm the kids down or entertain them while you're doing what you need to do on them.
Yeah.
And it was just an amazing thing to watch. The kids are running around having fun. They got all sorts of swag stuff and things like that makes it look like it. Like, can I come play?
Absolutely. And so I kind of look at it as a big dental tailgate party.
There we go.
So we've got DJ Kirby, who's a local personality, and we've got Dustin Colquitt, who started the program with us 8 years ago.
Wow.
And we've served over 3,500 children here in the Kansas City area over the years.
Wow.
And we just make it fun. And I always thought if you make things fun and simple, more people would do it. And it's kind of really been a great event here in Kansas City. We expanded to the Kansas City Royals.
Nice.
And then we expanded to other cities, too, to get other doctors involved. What's really exciting about it is it's bringing the hometown team and the dental community together to give back all in one day and make it fun for the kids so they remember it.
Right. You do stuff with the Royals and the Chiefs, obviously, the Denver Nuggets and the Broncos. You should skip the Broncos, of course.
Oh,
but,
yes.
you know,
we have to do that.
the New Orleans Saints, the Chicago Bears, the Minnesota Twins, and my favorite, the Columbus Blue Jackets of the National Hockey League. That has to be really interesting to have these toothless hockey players coming in and helping with dental hygiene and all that stuff.
We make sure we get their dental work done before we let the kids see that.
You know, and I love hockey, and our fans know that. I love hockey, but you know, that is more prominent probably with those guys that they're wearing some appliance of some kind.
Well, usually they say, "Don't do what we do."
Yeah,
kids.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. Don't take a stick to the mouth and all that stuff. So, how did you connect up with Dustin?
Well, it's unique that I was looking. I watched a program about a young boy. It was on NBC Nightly News that Brian Williams covered 7 or 8 years ago. Diamante Driver was a 12-year-old boy that passed away because he didn't get the dental care he needed. He had a baby tooth that needed to be extracted, and the abscess spread to his brain. And I don't watch a lot of TV, but I just happened to be home one night watching the evening news, and it just motivated me to want to give back and help children learn how to take care of their mouths so they can have a smile and be proud of the way they move forward.
It's an important part to their self-esteem as well, you know, in a sense.
I thought, how could you make it different? Because there's a lot of different programs available to give back. And I thought, let's harness the energy that professional sports gives us and wrap it around something that may be perceived unpleasant, for the most part. And we've had a real winning program since then. So
I have to know, Dustin Colquitt, he's not only one of your spokespeople, but he spent some time in your chair.
Oh, yes.
Now, any secrets?
Well, he does floss every day.
There we go.
It's never talked about. But going back to the connection, his mom's a dental assistant.
Okay. And now, do you nag him about wearing a mouth guard or anything like that?
Oh, yeah, but he's always losing them, so we always have to get him another one.
It's like, here's 5 more for you, all that, yeah. Because we certainly don't want him to have a tooth hurting him when he's kicking the football.
No.
We don't want that. We don't want him easing up on the football because it hurts in his jaw. Or
absolutely. I know he can kick it furthest with his mouth feeling great.
Yeah, he's better than anybody else out there as far as that goes. So how do you feel about this charity computer sale helping your organization?
Oh, it's just a wonderful opportunity to participate with Will and the other charities to help us build the program even further. Just recently we expanded my dental office to start seeing children on a regular basis on Fridays so we can open it up. So we kind of have the net that grabs the kids, their excitement, and then try to get them to have some sustainability into their 18 and kind of get off on their own.
Well, Team Smile, you can find out more about that at 816-595-TEAM, which is 8326, or at teamsmile.org.
Yes,
is that
sir.
right? Dr. Busch, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks
we
for having me.
really appreciate you coming out, and much luck with raising those funds at this event. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching or listening to Good Sports, the KC Sports and Fitness Magazine show. We are coming to you from Mafia Pizzeria Southside, located at 127th and Metcalf in Overland Park. I'm Steve Fish. We will be right back. The Kansas City Ice Center's Outdoor Pavilion is now open. Sign up now for Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey classes, spring leagues for ice and inline hockey, and upcoming hockey camps at the Kansas City Ice Center. Plus, come out to a public skating session or call them to schedule a party or group rental. The Kansas City Ice Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. For more information or to register for a class, visit kcicecenter.com or call 913-441-3033. For sports like you've never seen before, Siege Sports is the answer. Unique uniforms and superior equipment for your complete athletic experience. Contact Siege Sports at 913-953-8400 or visit SiegeSports.com.
Someone has to motivate her. Someone has to prepare him. Someone has to lead them. Someone has to train them. Heritage College. Train to be a personal trainer. Get started today. Call 1-866-845-3613. That's 1-866-845-3613.
One of the world's top golf club fitters is right here in Kansas City. Golf MD in Lenexa has been helping KC golfers for over 15 years by offering expert service at discount prices. Visit Golf MD for all your club repairs. They do regripping, reshafting, and lie, loft, and shaft frequency analysis. Plus, Golf MD can fit you in your existing clubs or create custom clubs for you too. And Golf MD also offers computerized swing analysis and launch monitor testing. Visit golf-md.com or call 913-663-5050. Sign up now for fun at Volleyball Beach. It's the perfect way to stay in shape and enjoy the outdoors. For over 24 years, Volleyball Beach has been KC's #1 sand volleyball spot. With 13 courts, Volleyball Beach has leagues every Sunday through Friday evening. And sign up now for spring leagues beginning on March 31st. For more information, visit Volleyball Beach at 13105 Holmes or call 816-942-2820 or visit volleyballbeach.com. The Army Reserve has more than 120 unique career opportunities, so you can add to your current strengths or build brand new ones. Join the Army Reserve and you'll make a difference in your life and the lives of others. Learn more at goarmy.com/reserve. For more information, contact the Greater Kansas City Company at 3720 Arrowhead Drive, Suite B. Telephone number 816-531-3818. There's Strong, and then there's Army Strong, paid for by the U.S. Army. On Saturday, April 6th, come out to a charity computer sale at the Pavilion at Arrowhead from 11 to 5. Meet Chiefs greats Will Shields, Kimble Anders, Priest Holmes, and Dustin Colquitt. Proceeds from this computer sale will benefit the Kimble Anders Running Back Giving Back Foundation, Dustin Colquitt's Team Smile, the Priest Holmes Foundation, and Will Shields' Will to Succeed Foundation. So come meet some Chiefs greats at the charity computer sale on April 6th from 11 to 5 at the Pavilion. For more information, visit syneticsales.com or call 816-287-0683. Lights, camera, action! Would you like to have your business be the site where we shoot one of our good sports, TV, and radio shows? Well, you can. Your show will play 21 times on Sure West Channel 7. You'll get radio and TV commercials all month long, plus an ad for your business in KC Sports and Fitness Magazine, and a whole lot more. TV remote packages start at just $333 a month. For more information on this great TV, radio, and print opportunity for your business, call KC Sports at 913-764-2050. Welcome back to Good Sports, Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show, the show that complements Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. I am Steve Fish, and this show is being taped at Mafia Pizzeria Southside, located on the east side of Metcalf at 127th, where you can get two large one-topping pizzas for just $14.99 with your coupon in Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. And this offer is also good at Mafia Mike's Pizza, which is located at 87th and Lackman. Now, this segment of Good Sports is brought to you by the Surplus Exchange, where you can take a tax donation credit plus help KC students when you recycle your electronics and office furniture at the Surplus Exchange. For more information, visit surplusexchange.org or call 816-472-0444. Now, I also want to mention some of the experts who each are part of our show during the month. Each has contributed an article to the current issue of KC Sports and Fitness. They include Dr. Lynn McIntosh from Kansas City Chiropractic, former Royal World Series champ Greg Pryor from Life Priority Nutrition, and Pam Davenport and Billy Taylor, who are instructors at Heritage College. Now, in the KC Sports High School Report presented by Siege Sports, we write about 4 juniors on the Blue Valley Northwest varsity basketball team who have played together since the 3rd grade, and they led their team to a 20-0 record for the regular season. I also want to mention that we've teamed up with the U.S. Army and are honoring high school top performers. Each month we'll award a coach and a student athlete with an award provided by Regal Awards and Advertising Specialties. And we also introduce you to a high school student who has enlisted in the Army. And now this month our top performers all come from Shawnee Mission West. They are football coach Tim Callaghan, who led his team to a state championship. And this month our student athletes are also future soldiers. They are Sweetie and Asika Takiratumana, who are wrestlers and soccer players and will be joining the Army at the end of the school year. And I also want to mention that on April 13th, we will be out at Heritage College to show you their facility and where they educate personal trainers. Plus, we'll be at the Kansas City Ice Center in April as well. We'll have more details on that. So come on out and join us, and you might see yourself on TV. And now in this part of our show, we're going to talk with a couple of guests of Mafia Pizzeria. The first one is William Rock. He is a customer that frequents Mafia Pizzeria often. Welcome to the show, William. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me. This is great.
So what do you like the best here at Mafia Pizzeria? First of all, how long have you been coming here, I guess?
I've been coming here for about 6 months.
Okay.
Fairly new. But for the 6 months, I think we probably come here every month, if not twice a month. So it depends on how often we want to actually have pizza. But then also if we want to do pizza or sandwiches.
Right.
So or just do the salad bar. So it's just kind of a mix-up. Today I'm down here with my daughter, and we had the buffet.
Okay.
So had our favorite pizzas. Hers is the Whitey White, and mine is the Jesse James.
What's on those pizzas? I know the rat, which is like 5 cheeses. I know that, and I think that's really funny. But what's on those pizzas? What's the Whitey White? And
the names are great.
Yeah.
He's always coming up with different names, it seems like. With the Jesse James, it's got the pepperoni, it's got the hamburger meat, it's also got jalapenos and lots of cheese.
Okay.
So very good concoction, I could say, because I always do pepperoni and olive and jalapenos, but that's just kind of the added hamburger on it just makes it different.
Yeah. And the Whitey White?
Whitey White's got a white sauce, like it says,
Right,
and
of
it's
course,
also got very heavy cheese, which is nice. We always like it, so it's goopy cheese, and then it's got I think it's got cucumbers on it, and
neat. That's got to be
kind of some other vegetables. I think it was
nice taste. Yeah. So and I've done some video here, and they hand toss the pizzas, and the dough is fresh and all that stuff, and it's and they use fresh ingredients for the veggies and things like that, and that all adds to the
adds to the flavor of the pizza. And they have a specific type of sauce, and the marinara sauce especially gets us every time. If I don't come home with a container of that,
for the
kids, they go nuts. It's like having not enough Parmesan cheese or something. You have to have the red sauce.
So how many kids, when your family comes up here, how many are you usually feeding?
I've got a family of 4, so two kids. So I've got a boy and a girl, and so my boy can eat just like a ton of food. I mean, he's 13 years old.
The buffet is perfect for that.
So it's all you can eat. I mean, you've got the salad bar as well, so he doesn't normally hit the salad bar. My wife and I.
He will as he gets older. He will.
But pizza, he can pretty much put those down.
Put it away. Yeah, that's fantastic. Well, William, we appreciate you coming on out here and joining us today, and keep on coming back to Mafia Pizzeria or check out Mafia Mike's. They've got the same menu there as well, and you can find out more obviously about Mafia Pizzeria. You can call them at 913-322-6666. That's for Mafia Pizzeria. Mafia Mike's, which is at Lackman and 87th, at 913-660-1441. Thanks, William, for joining us.
Absolutely. Don't forget about the online either, because I guess he's got that really cool online ordering system that makes it simple.
Do you know their website?
I think it's just
MafiaPizzeria.com.
There you go, MafiaPizzeria.com, and you can get to either one. Mafia Mike's depends on where your location is, it looks like. So I've only been on it a few times, but I'm like, okay, well, if I can order it online and then just go pick it up, that's either even nicer or have it dropped off. So
terrific. And now we're joined here at Mafia Pizzeria Southside by Todd and Massimo. Massimo, can you hold up your hand? There we go. All right. Now, Todd, you brought the family out today.
Yes.
To Mafia Pizzeria. What did you guys have today?
We had the buffet today.
Excellent. Any favorites on the buffet that you found?
The taco pizza is awesome. The all meat is just wonderful. It's great pizza.
And Massimo, you liked it too? Did you nod your head? Yeah, you liked it too. Did you eat up all your pizza? Very good, very good. Mafia Pizzeria on Urban Spoon, they're rated 92, which is a really high rating. Have you been here before? Is this your first time here? Or?
Actually, we came the first time for his post-football season party. And that's how we came to find out about it, and I've been coming back ever since. It's wonderful stuff.
That's awesome. Well, we appreciate you coming here, and we want you to come back, of course, as well. And Massimo, thanks for coming on the show. And now we are joined by Randy Wade and Savannah. Welcome to the show, Randy and Savannah. Savannah, you want to wave to the camera? Want to wave? There you go. Look at you. You're on TV. Randy, you brought the family out here to Mafia Pizzeria Southside. What did you guys have today?
We had the buffet today, and the buffet is good for the variety, but we like the flavor of the pizza. It starts with the crust. The combination of the crust, the sauce, and the cheese is really, really good. Reminds me of why I started liking pizza in the first place.
Well, we all love pizza. I mean, there's nothing you can't like about pizza, and Mafia Pizzeria does really well. There's some great things that were on. I mentioned Urban Spoon a little earlier, but they got some good comments. The staff is really friendly and attentive, and they've tried several other pizza places. This delivers what it is that they want. And how long have you been coming here to this location or Mafia Mike's, which is out at 87th and Lackman?
Well, I've only lived here about a year, so I've been coming here about a year. I discovered it right after I moved here, and love to even go by one of the other location and pick up a pizza on the way home. Have it for dinner.
Nice, yeah, and very consistent in what it is that they do. People really like it. They like the taste here at Mafia Pizzeria. Savannah, what did you eat today? You got to talk real loud.
What'd you eat? Cookies?
Cookies. Oh, and they have cookies. Yeah, they have cookies and sandwiches and all kinds of things like that as well. Well, Randy, Savannah, thanks for joining us today. We really appreciate it. Believe it or not, that'll do it for a very busy show that we did today. My thanks to our host of the show today, Andy and Mafia Pizzeria Southside. Our guest, Dr. Busch from Team Smile, Gary Agness from Synetic Technologies, and Chiefs great Will Shields from the Will to Succeed Foundation and 68's Inside Sports. And don't forget to join Will at the Charity Computer Sale on April 6th from 11 to 5 at the Pavilion at Arrowhead. Be sure to join me, Steve Fish, again next week at this same time for Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show. And check out some of our other shows on YouTube. Search for the Good Sports KC channel. So until next week, be sure to read all about sports, health, and exercise in Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. You'll find it all over Kansas City, and it's free, so pick one up today. These days, we're all so busy, and many of us ignore our health and let stress turn into chronic pain. Dr. Lynn McIntosh of Kansas City Chiropractic can provide you with the proper care to relieve pain and stress and improve your health and get more out of life. To make an appointment with Dr. McIntosh, call 816-753-4600. Most insurance plans are welcome. And this month, save $25 on Class 4 laser treatment when you mention KC Sports and Fitness. For more information on Dr. McIntosh and Kansas City Chiropractic, go online at kansascitychiropractic.com. Rent a yellow school bus for your next group activity and receive 10% off your trip if taken before March 31st, 2013. Just mention KC Sports when you call 866-514-8747. That's right, receive 10% off your yellow school bus rental if you take your trip before March 31st. For the discount, be sure to mention KC Sports when you call 866-514-8747. Let First Student Charter Bus Rental get your group to the next special event. Choose yellow, choose First.
With the current trend to live a greener lifestyle, many people and businesses now recycle their electronics. At the Surplus Exchange, your e-waste will never go to a landfill or incinerator, nor will we allow e-waste to be shipped overseas. Some companies employ this tactic and end up polluting other countries with our waste. All materials are safely tracked, destroyed, or reclaimed right here in the U.S. The Surplus Exchange is Kansas City's link between industry, charity, and the environment. To find out more, visit surplusexchange.org.
Bring basketball fever to your own backyard or driveway with your very own game court from Sport Court of Kansas City. Let Sport Court come and install a basketball game court at your home. Game courts can also be installed for volleyball, racket sports, soccer, tennis, or roller hockey. So sink that basket at the buzzer and have your own Final Four at home in your backyard or driveway Sport Court. For more details, call Sport Court at 913-963-7529 or visit sportcourtkc.com. For great pizza and Italian food, call Old Shawnee Pizza at 913-631-5716 for their Shawnee location, 913-677-1844 for their Kansas City, Kansas location, or 913-251-1234 for their Lenexa location. The Kansas City Ice Center's Outdoor Pavilion is now open. Sign up now for Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey classes, spring leagues for ice and inline hockey, and upcoming hockey camps at the Kansas City Ice Center. Plus, come out to a public skating session or call them to schedule a party or group rental. The Kansas City Ice Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. For more information or to register for a class, visit kcicenter.com or call 913-441-3033. Eagles Landing Golf Course is the place to play golf in the Southland and is by far the best golf value around. Visit eagleslandinggolfcourse.com, and for tee times, call 816-318-0004 and make the drive to see why Eagles Landing is the best golf value in KC. For all your award, trophy, and promotional needs, contact Jim at Regal Awards and Advertising Specialties. Call 913-451-5744 or visit regalawards.com. On Saturday, April 6th, come out to a charity computer sale at the Pavilion at Arrowhead from 11 to 5. Meet Chiefs greats Will Shields, Kimble Anders, Priest Holmes, and Dustin Colquitt. Proceeds from this computer sale will benefit the Kimble Anders Running Back Giving Back Foundation, Dustin Colquitt's Team Smile, the Priest Holmes Foundation, and Will Shields' Will to Succeed Foundation. So come meet some Chiefs greats at the charity computer sale on April 6th from 11 to 5 at the Pavilion. For more information, visit syneticsales.com or call 816-287-0683.